What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends. And I actually got kind of bored this week, and we went in and we actually revived the old challenge account that we had been working on. I guess it's not really a challenge account. I guess I'll call it the efficiency account. This was the account we had started a while back where we were trying to see how quickly we could get Arbiter and see how efficiently we could play, conserving our resources. It is a low spend account, but our whole rule was we were only going to buy things that would improve our account progression, like chickens or gems or energy. So we have the gem pack on this account basically, and we bought some chicken packs. Altogether, we've spent about $85, I think, as of the last video we did on this. And I brought the account back also at the same time when they were doing Deliana. Now, I don't know, we're going to be right on the 28th when we get to day 7, so I'm really hoping I can still pick her up, because this account, we do not have really any legendary champions except for Simple. I think he's the only one. We did not start this account early enough to get Ninja, so that kind of hurts us a little bit. But it's still a pretty fun account. I've been really enjoying this account the last 2 days as I picked it back up, and I've been running through things. And just to kind of give you guys an idea where we are on this account, again, our whole idea was to try to see how fast we could go through the game, playing pretty efficiently, just to kind of show that if you concentrate on a small group of champions and concentrate on getting some decent gear, you can actually progress pretty quickly, even not spending a lot of money or even going free to play. So looking at our daily login rewards, we're on day 66. Tonight at reset we'll be on day 66. So a little over, let's see, what are we in? We're a little over 2 months in, so not too bad. We're going to get Dark Aethel at day 90. We don't really care too much about that, but lots of energy coming in this month, a couple of shards and some books too, so that's pretty good. So taking a look at our shards here, we have 8 ancient shards, 1 void, and 1 sacred. I actually did get the sacred shard today, finishing up some challenges. I think we've basically been saving up since the last time we were on the account. I think was the ancient 2x, because when I came in here I had a whole bunch of rare champions that I hadn't done anything with, so I'm assuming we did an ancient 2x before. Didn't get any legendaries on it. But let's take a look and see where we are on the Arbiter missions, and you'll see we are actually already on part 4. We're at 8 out of 60. We're stuck right now on Fire Knight 14, but I was able to get up through most of these, get through Silver 4 Arena. Actually, I dropped all the way to Bronze 1, and in the last 2 days I've gone from Bronze 1 up to Silver 4. So we finished up the 3rd set of Arbiter missions and then got pretty deep into set 4. That's why we have so many gems right here, because this last couple of missions have been doing the 14 dungeons. We've getting 75 gems for each one. Now, I haven't really been focusing on dungeons much on this account. That's one of the things I stressed in the earlier episodes, was we've really only pushed the dungeons to the point where we needed to be for the Arbiter challenges, because early on in the game it's really not super productive to come in and farm dungeons unless you're doing like Dragon 13 already, which we were already doing that. So we were able to do 14 pretty easily, because it's just easier to go into the campaign on Brutal and farm the actual gear pieces that you're looking for, especially for the bottom set. If you're looking for that percentage chest piece, that percentage gloves, or the crit rate gloves, or the speed boots, it's a lot easier to just go farm the speed stage or the lifesteal stage to try to get those specific gear pieces early in the game. If you come into Dragon, you're going to be getting some decent drops, but it's very hard to control those drops, and it's possible you won't get anything that you can even use. So our current conundrum, though, right now, this is kind of the problem you run into when you're doing an account like this, is we are stuck on Fire Knight 14. Now, I've been bashing my head against the wall all day trying to get through this. Can't really do it because we don't have a lot of turn meter. We do have a Soulbond Boyer at 60. I've been trying her in here, but she doesn't really seem to help. The problem with these missions, too, is you have to auto them, so you can't manual it. I can't hold on to her cooldowns till the shield is down and then get rid of his turn meter, so we've been struggling a little bit. Now, I do have Arminger at 40. I haven't tried it with him in there at 40. I'm half thinking about doing that now to see if we could do that, but I don't know what kind of gear he's got on him. Oh, he's not even geared. So that's kind of the other problem too. We're so early on this account that it's going to be tough to actually gear Arminger to the point where he is going to have the critical rate high enough to make sure we're getting that, and also have enough accuracy to be landing it. Looks like we got a couple books in him already, so that's good. But I think that might be what we do tonight when I get on after reset, is I may try to take him to 50 and then actually put some gear on him, because trying to see if we have a lot of food that we can make. some 4-stars with here. And just kind of check out the vault. We got a bunch of stuff in here too. We do have a 5-star there. And I think I made another, yeah, I did make another 5-star when I came back. So there we go. So we got 2 5-star chickens we've made since I came back. I think I had do I have any chickens? Yeah, so we got 2 4-stars. So we should be able to get Arbiter to 50 tonight. And then maybe that will help us beat Fire Knight 14, because that's going to give us another turn meter control champion, which we are really lacking for the most part on this account right now. But you can see here who we're mainly using. We've got Shield Guard at 60. We've got Soulbound Boyer at 60. Galek at 60. He was our starter. It's funny too because we've since pulled Kale and Elaine, and we're kind of using them in different areas at 50. Coffin Smasher, Frozen Banshee, War Maiden, Juliana, and Broadmaw. Broadmaw has been surprisingly good on this account, and he's one of the main reasons we've been able to progress a lot of stuff going on here, because he does have the revive and a really good kit besides that. So I always suggest people, you know, a lot of people sleep on Broadmaw early in the game. He's very easy to fuse. I've talked about how easy it is to get the champions you need from 3v3 or Bazaar, also the commons, the uncommons that you need to fuse him. I always suggest going after him. He's pretty easy to fuse, and on an account like this where we are buying chickens, it was easy to get him up to 6 stars, and I figure I'm going to use him for a long time on this account, so it was not a big deal to go ahead and 6-star him, get him that banner so he can do a little bit of extra work with that. You'll notice we've been taking advantage of the clan shop. We've got 6-star accessories on him already. That's one of the nice things too about the game now. Even early on with the clan shop, you're able to get those pretty nice accessories that you can use. But this is kind of like our main core that we use, and then we're kind of filling in some 50s here and there. My arena team right now is basically, we got High Katoon in there. You can see here she's pretty quick for this early in the game. We've got Galek going as well. Let's see who else we got. War Maiden for our decrease defense, and then we're using Spirit Host for attack up. She's really not built out too well, but it's worked. We got all the way up to Silver 4 with it so far, with 2 50s on the team, so we haven't had to invest too much in that, so that's going pretty well there. We're going to eventually want to bring Bellower up to do some control on some of these dungeon waves, especially for Spider, because we don't really have any HP burn to use yet, so we're going to probably have to use Bellower and some kind of crowd control setup for the Spiderlings. But that's kind of a good look at the roster here. Nothing really crazy special yet. We did get Relic Keeper today after we finished the 3rd set of Arbiter missions. But yeah, that's what we're kind of working with there. Really nothing impressive. We did get Feign a while back. I think that was one of the promo codes they ran when I was running this account. I took a pretty long break on this account, so it's hard for me to remember exactly where some of these came from. We've got Simple here as our free legendary that we got. So, not sure we're going to use him too much. We'll probably eventually put some gear on him and put him to work in Faction Wars at least. Now, Clan Boss is one of the areas we're actually doing fairly well on this account. We did get several decent Clan Boss champions early. We got Juliana, we've got Frozen Banshee, we got Coffin Smasher. Those 3 are pretty solid, so I'm trying to really build around them. We're still using Galek right now because he is his masteries are all done down to War Master, so he still does a pretty good amount of damage. And we've got Kale in there right now to help Frozen Banshee with the poisons. But what I decided is I'm going to go ahead and do Bulwark, and then I'm going to probably bring in Grave Chill Killer to pair up with Frozen Banshee, and that's going to give me a pretty solid 5 that will let me do Nightmare at some point. I actually run a team that I was putting together for another challenge on my main account that I never actually got a chance to enter, but it was doing like basically an all rare clan boss team, and I was using Frozen Banshee, Grave Chill, Coffin Smasher, Bulwark, and then I don't remember exactly who the other, I think it was Michaelis because he has the ally protection. And with those 5, I was able to 2-key Nightmare fairly easily. So I'm thinking with these 5 there, we're already 3-keying Brutal, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem getting into Nightmare here relatively soon. Once we can get some gear, we got to farm a little bit more lifesteal gear. But that's kind of where the roster is right now. We're just kind of, you know, running into that brick wall there with Fire Knight 14. Now, Doom Tower, we actually did run through this today. We actually were able to defeat Bommel, mainly with Shield Guard carrying the load there. He's another really good uncommon if you can get him early. He can really carry you through a lot of content. So we were able to beat Bommel. It wasn't a super fast time, 59 turns, minute 54, but we just were able to do it. So now we can grind a little bit of Doom Tower gear if we need to. On this, we really aren't focusing on Doom Tower or Faction Wars on this account. quite yet, because like I said, we're just trying to get to that Arbiter, see how fast we can get to her there. So we are basically through 14 on all the dungeons except for Fire Knight and Spider. We haven't quite gone past 10. Once I get to stage 10, I start farming. Actually, you can start farming at stage 8 because it's a pretty quick run, and you're going to have the chance to get 5-star in all of them. So if you can get some 5-star banners early that have a little bit of speed on them, that can be very, very helpful. But that's kind of a look at where we are. And like I said, we are in Silver 4 here, and really the teams have not been too crazy. We can go ahead and pop a couple matches here and see how they work. The good thing is, like some of the earlier episodes with this account, we just went into the stage 6 and we basically farmed a bunch of speed gear for our arena team. So you can see here, we're going to get the jump on this team. They might still beat us here, but usually we can win just by getting that first turn. And it's like I said in one of my other videos I did recently, like arena below like platinum and the top end of gold 5 is basically still just a speed meta. If you go first, more often than not, you're going to win the match. That's kind of what we went for on this account. We went into stage 6 on Brutal. We farmed a bunch of speed boots for everybody. We tried to farm up some gear pieces with speed substats to also give us the other stats that we needed. So we really don't have too much of a problem here in Silver. I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to get into Gold 1 with how they've redone Arena recently. So, but yeah, so far we're really not having too much of a problem. I don't even know what my defense is. Oh, we got a Reviver in there to be annoying. We've only been attacked one time, so we won that match. So yeah, not too bad. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can do on this account. I figured I'd just jump in here, give an update on it, and then we'll kind of maybe do some progression videos here once in a while to see how it's going. And challenges, we're actually pretty close to getting done. We just have to do the arena ones for gold, and then we have to do the artifact missions. But you know, 2 months in, we're already done with dungeons, we're already done with champions. So that's actually where we got our sacred shard, was for finishing dungeons today. So but we're just going to go for maximum efficiency while trying to get Arbiter. We're not going to be pulling a bunch of shards. We're not going to be working on a whole lot of champions outside of our top core group. We are going to have to start building some specialists pretty soon. Like I said, Arminger for Fire Knight and some Turn Meter probably for Spider as well. I do have hope for Buff Strip and some other things. I'm probably going to build her out at some point. And then we're just going to kind of see where this account goes. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty bored right now with Raid. I don't even know what kind of content I want to make on this game anymore outside of the free-to-play Friday episodes. There's really just not much to do. Pretty much everything's been covered and done to death at this point. I don't enjoy Hydra enough yet to where I want to make content on it, and also don't feel like I'm smart enough with the Hydra stuff to really want to do the content there. I'm just now really starting to get into hitting Brutal. And I may do some stuff with Helicath. I may do some stuff with Deliana once I get used to her. I just finished gearing her on my main account. Helicath is actually kind of on the back seat there because I did get Kandrafon, who I've been wanting for a long time, and I'm going to put him on arena defense. So he's getting worked on now. But yeah, I don't really know. There's just kind of a content drought right now in the game. It's like we're kind of in a weird spot where the game is just, there's a lot to do in it, but there's really nothing new to talk about. Except for that new hero path thing, which they haven't really told us much about quite yet. Other thing too is work right now is absolutely slammed. That's one of the reasons I haven't been making a whole lot of content lately is we are super busy at work. It used to be we were really slammed in the fourth quarter. Now we're basically slammed all year long because during the pandemic the last couple of years, what's happened is a lot of our competitors just decided to close up shop or to get rid of most of their people to save money. My company looks at it a little bit differently. Their whole attitude is do whatever they can to maintain their workforce during downturns because they don't want to have to run out and try to hire people again when the economy does come back. So we've hung on to everybody. We've been really super busy because we're the only ones that have really been open. So yeah, it's been nuts. And outside of that, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14, trying to catch up to my friends on that one. They've all pretty much finished with Endwalker. I'm still on Stormblood trying to get through it. I put like probably 30 hours in the game this week, so I'm kind of getting back into Final Fantasy 14. And I also don't want to get into the trap of playing 3 raid accounts again. That's how I burned out last time. So again, I'm probably not going to be doing this account very often. We're just kind of playing spurts. But I definitely want to play for a couple days and see if we can at least get Deliana so that we've got her, and then we'll kind of maybe just go back to how it was before. But like I said, I'm kind of bored with the game right now. I'm not playing a lot on my main account. I'm basically just getting on, doing my auto battles every day, doing my dailies. pretty much conserving all my energy and resources there for whenever we get a fusion or something, or a clan versus clan. Free-to-play account, I'm kind of in the same situation now. It's like there's really not a whole lot left to do on the free-to-play account, so even with that, it's kind of tough on Fridays to really make anything super meaningful. It's kind of just like an account update. This is what we're trying to do at this point. We're trying to get Faction Wars done or whatever. So I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens here in the next few weeks. Hopefully we get some news outside of the champion rebalances on Raid. Hopefully there's some new stuff coming to the game soon. They said it was the year of PvP, but really haven't seen too much going on with that so far. And really what I think the game needs more than that is we need some kind of new PvE content that's not Hydra. Because Hydra was not very well received, and even after the changes, a lot of people still don't like it. So we kind of need something good for PvE content in the game. I would say pretty soon. You know, we're getting to a point where the game is feeling a little bit stagnant right now. So that's kind of what's been going on here on my end. But we're going to get this challenge account fired back up, see if we can get through these Dungeon 14 missions, see if we can get back on that road to Arbiter. Like I said, for only being 2 months into the account, I think we're progressed pretty far in the game, taking that very small approach to just having a couple of champions we use, trying to get them better gear, trying to get that clan boss team going and everything. I think this will be a pretty nice account in a couple of months once we get it going. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I'll try to get you an answer as soon as I can. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.